Welcome to Road to Freedom's first episode or issue of my moto vlog. I'm in my vet today, and I thought I would get this thing rolling. As you know, I'm going to put these out every Thursday. So I'll film it now and edit it and release it and get it to you by Thursday. So I wanted to start with my past, really. Just kind of go back and look at like what got me started on this road of muscle car motorcycle life. This, why is this freedom to me? Why do I need this kind of escape? And so I wanted to tell you a story from 1974 about Punky and the Hells Angels. So I was in kindergarten at H.A. Brown Elementary School in Kensington, Philadelphia. If you don't know the area, you don't want to. So, not growing up in a particularly wonderful environment. And I'm at kindergarten one day, and I'm talking to my mentor, who was a 5-year-old boy named Punky. That was a nickname. That's what we called him. Honestly, can't remember what his last name was. He lived about 3 stoops down from where I was living at the time, at least, because we moved around a lot, my mother and I. And Punky was part of a family that everyone referred to as the Dirty Dozen. So I suppose they were a bit scruffy, and there were 12 of them. And Punky taught me everything that he thought I needed to know in order to survive as a 5-year-old in Kensington. So in this particular day, Punky is on the playground running around with me. They literally had like an annex on a playground where the kindergartners would go in, and it was K through 12 school. And the kindergartners didn't go into the actual building with the 1st through 12th graders. We were stuck out on the playground in this little annex that was there. It was all surrounded by barbed wire and stuff like a prison. It was pretty cool, because I guess they didn't want anybody to hurt the kids or even have access to the kids. And so we're playing, and Punky's telling me over and over and over again about he can't wait to go home, he can't wait to walk home, he can't wait to walk home. Eventually I got to do the why, and he tells me because the Hells Angels are coming. The Hells Angels are coming, and he can't wait to see it, and they're going to come down our street, and it's going to be exciting. And I kind of didn't have the education about how things worked in the slums that Punky had. So in my mind, I'm like, so are it's skeletons with angel wings? I don't understand, right? But he's excited about it, and the Hells Angels are coming. He can't wait to walk home, and he's telling me all about, they ride motorcycles and they're real loud, and it's just going to be awesome. It's going to be like thousands of them, dude. And except for we didn't say dude back then. And I'm just like, I don't. So why would you ride a motorcycle if you have wings and you could just fly? I'm just totally not getting this. But he's excited about it. I'm excited for him. So eventually it gets time for us to walk home. Now, this was 1974, so kids just walked home. Like, kindergartners just walked home in the slums in Philly. You didn't have to be picked up, or, we walked all over the city by ourselves until a certain hour. So we're starting to walk home, and my mom appears out of nowhere, snatches up my hand, and starts, rushing me home. We got to get home. We got to get home now. And, of course, I'm like, Mom, we got to slow down. We got to slow down, because Punky says the Hells Angels are coming, and I want to see this, because this is going to be awesome. And my mom's like apparently aware of this, so she's like, yeah, that's exactly it. The Hells Angels are coming, and you don't want to see them, and we need to get inside the house. We need to get to the house and get inside. Now Punky's next to us, and he's telling her he ain't going inside, and you know, kind of telling her how it's gonna be. He's gonna watch it, and he can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. My mom's kind of just not responding to him. And, you know, just, I think at one point she said, well, that's nice, Punky, but Eddie won't be outside with you. And when we get to the house, I remember a couple of very specific things about this. The first thing I remembered is on the walk home, my mom, myself, and Punky were the only people outdoors in all of Kensington and Fishtown. Like, that doesn't happen. People don't want to be indoors in a slum. There's nothing nice inside your home. Everyone lives out on the stoop, and nobody's outside. So it didn't really scare me. It just was, I just remember it though, like it was yesterday. Like, we were the only people outside when we got to our street. And so Punky lived like 3 stoops down, so we reach his house first. And as we reach his house, it happens. We were about to take our turn, you know, go, you know, we just got to get a little bit further, get up to the, get up to our stoop and go up the steps. And you hear it. You just hear the thunderous, you know, motorcycles. You can't see them. You just hear it. And what happened next is something that just, it never left me. The only other time I've ever experienced this was the Gulf War. There was a time stop. Like, the way I remember it was like the whole world went into slow motion. The first thing that happened was the noise became so loud from the bikes that were coming that it like hit me like up under my fingernails and crawled up my arms. And then I remember my mom like jerking my arms and pulling me in the house. Well, I did something, I don't know to this day why, but, and you know, messing with my mom was never a bright idea, but I decided to pull away from her. So she's going up the steps, I'm going down the steps. And I ran towards it. I had to know, like, what is this Hells Angels thing? And I turn, everything is like in slow motion. There's this thunderous sound. Nobody's on the street now except me and Punky. I turn to look at Punky, and I just see the tail end of his foot going in the door, going in his door, you know. And so he didn't want any parts of this. Apparently the sound was too much. And there I am, alone, the whole world not moving at all. This thunderous sound that's literally like my ears are ringing and everything has stopped. And then in a flash of about, I don't know, 60 seconds, about 30, 40, you know, choppers go by. I remember jean jackets, long hair, beards, and noise, like the kind of noise that can frighten a grown man easily. And then it was done. And then I walked in the house. And then I got screamed at. Well, to be honest, my mom was already screaming at me, you know, as I was walking up the steps. And that was it. It was in me. It was too late. I was already taken by it. I had gotten a taste of it. I ran towards it, not away from it. I had gotten what I more than what I had bargained for. And from that point on, I was just completely taken by motorcycles and the motorcycle environment and the motorcycle culture. And so I guess my thoughts would be, what's your early memories, or maybe earliest memory of the motorcycle culture for you, or a motorcycle for you? What do you remember that really, and at what age did it just really become like, oh goodness, I have to know, I need more? For me, I was a 5-year-old in kindergarten, and Punky and the Hells Angels, brother, that was, I'll never forget that. When I think about that, it's like it happened yesterday. So hit me up in the comments section, like, share, and subscribe. I'm looking forward to hearing from you on my first issue of the Road to Glory Moto Vlog. Peace.